Hey, Bobby Bryant.
Shocked. Shocked. One of the word flabbergasted would be more correct. Uh, just shocked.
Once you get through that, though, to see that you're coming home, your dad's coaching nearby, good pizza.
Great pizza. Um, it was just great to be able to, like you said, just sit back and think, to be able to be with your family, to see my grandmother more, and my family, and see my niece and nephew grow up, watch them play Little League baseball, cheerleading, and all that stuff that they're doing now. It's really cool to be around them.
You allowed yourself to keep up to your new teammates and just get excited about what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I did, I walked up to jail and I introduced myself, told him my name was Karl. I know it was a struggle for him, so I just wanted to let him know who I was and introduce myself to Pat, so it was fun.
What was your reaction?
So yeah, so New York Knicks, they looking good. You know, they got what's his name from the point guard from Jalen Brunson. So they got Jalen Brunson some help, and also Jalen Brunson, he signed a deal, but he signed a lesser deal, so he can add more players to this team. And New York Knicks, you know, they got Mikal Bridges, they got Karl Towns, they still got Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, so they're looking real good defensively, and they add scoring and 3-point shooting for Karl Towns, and they're gonna try to compete for the championship. Last year they had a number 2 seed in the East, and they trying to win it this year. So go ahead, Hakeem. Do you believe the New York Knicks are gonna take down your defending champs, the Boston Celtics?
Hell no. They the biggest issue they've always had was coaching at the Knicks. That's been their biggest issue. They had superstars coming in the door and out the back door for years. I remember this when Stephon Marbury and all this. You know what I'm talking about? The last time they was even great, that was when Patrick Ewing was playing. Other than that, since then they're not in sync with each other. You know what I mean? There's not like a flow that I seen, you know what I mean, compared to the Timberwolves and all these other things. And that's their biggest issue. Once they get a good routine down, you know what I mean, you can get as many superstars as you want, as many players, until they get a good formation, a good team, and the coaches got to be ready to coach for real, then I don't see them ever winning a championship.
Now that, but shout out to Ashton Wynn, the creator of Psyche Avenger, is also in the building. Shout out to him. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Not only that, shout out to the lovely Bobby Bryant is also in the building. Even though I can't hear you, get her a shout out earlier. But I wanted to make shout out to those that's also watching us on Rumble. We really do greatly appreciate for you guys always watching us on Rumble and also Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. We didn't forget you guys. Also, we are always going to give you guys a shout out. Kyle Anthony Towns over there, pretty much handling his business. And his business in the New York Knicks, I think it's gonna be. I'm not gonna lie. I think Boston gonna have they're gonna have some competitors, man. Because remember, Kyle Anthony Towns, he normally averages about 20 points a game. You talking about 20 points a game? You talking about 8 to 9 rebounds, sometimes 10, depends on how he feels. And with Jalen Brunson, who averaged during the playoff season 40 points by himself, I'm not gonna lie. If Jalen Brunson just had a little bit of help, y'all would have been in trouble. It's just a lack of him doing everything. It was just him by himself. And not only that, but the New York Knicks they're also known for injuries. We know that. That's why they had to get rid of Randolph. Randolph, every time it's the playoff, Randolph surprisingly always get hurt and he's always out. So they had it. To me, I think that was a good trade. Get him out of there. Randolph, don't get me wrong, he was another star player when it came to them in the regular season. But every time in the playoffs, he's injury prone. So they were like, you know what? We got to get somebody that's stronger than him. Now have playoff experience on Anthony. He got playoff experience, especially working with the Ed man. With the Ant Man, bro, I see him going far. I see this year. I think it's going to be them, Boston, and the Heat. I'm looking at the Heat again. I think the Heat, they're going to bounce back. They're going to bounce back this year. So this is going to be an interesting season, and I just can't wait for it. But I know basketball starts today. Preseason starts today. So pretty soon, guys, basketball season is coming up. So those that don't really like football, But into basketball, get ready. Because the basketball season is looking pretty good right about now. Shout out to Y High. That's also in the building. Go ahead, Jordan.
All right, or for me, I kind of know who like the top three teams are in the East. Hakeem's Boston Celtics. I got the New York Knicks up there, and I got the Philadelphia 76ers because of Joel Embiid, and also earlier they got Paul George and everything. I will put Miami up there. To me, they just need to make another trade. They just need to make another trade. I think they need another make another point guard to make another trade, which I think they will. If they do, I can see them elevated. But yeah, man, this Karl Towns trade, I mean, it gives them, like I said, Karl Towns can score, and also the threes. He's one of the best big men who can shoot threes. He's averaged last year. He averaged like 41% from 3-point range, and career average he averaged like 39%. So he's a very good 3-point shooter. He can go to the post and everything. And I feel like, this trade made, New York a little bit tougher. We all know New York defensively, they're very, very good. Their coach, Tom Thibodeau, he's one of the best defensive coaches in the league and everything. I do agree with you, I think when it comes to coaching, because Tom Thibodeau never made it to the NBA Finals by himself. But these Knicks, they're gritty, they're tough. Four of their players, I think Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson and another player. They're all from Villanova University, which is in Philly. People don't know. If you ever see Villanova play, they play hard, they play rugged, and they play defense. And that's what all about the New York Knicks. So I'm not going to predict yet. We're going to do a top where we're going to predict who won the NBA championship. But the Knicks right now, they look like my pick. I still like Boston, though. Boston, like I said, I still got Boston probably repeating again because they talked about it, the best defensive team in the league, far by none. But I can't wait. I don't know yet. But I just tell you, the Knicks, they're gonna be up there. They're gonna be scary. I just say that. Knicks gonna be scary a little bit.
Don't say Knicks is up there. Now don't forget Cleveland too. Cleveland too. They have a good coach.
No, they actually remember Ronnie. They fired they got a new coach.
That's right, they did. They fired.
They fired him.
So they rebuilding. Yeah, but good point on Philadelphia. I forgot about Philadelphia too. So that was this for the East. It's gonna be very, very interesting. Jordan heard him say this Boston brother enter in the chat. We're repeating Brother Ron. Hopefully not. I'm tired of Boston. I'm tired of the Lakers. Please give us something different. And please don't Denver either. I don't want no Denver either. No Denver. Let it be Dallas, hopefully. Dallas.